Shabbat Shalom. I'm Cantor Margaret Bruner, and we are Temple Bethel Salinas. Thank you for joining our live stream this evening on Shabbat Lech, and we are absolutely thrilled to have Josh Mack on guitar, and Neely Mack will be helping lead tonight's service. We begin Hinei Matov U'Manayim, or Bim Bum, whichever. Hinei Matov U'Manayim, how good and pleasant it is to dwell together. Please join us in singing.
Hinei Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov U'Manayim, 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 Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov, Hinei Matov, ya la 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 la. Hinei Matov, Hinei Matov, ya la 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 la. Hinei Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinei Matov U'Manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
Our service continues with candle lighting, which can be found on page 2. And Rivka Roddick will light our Shabbat candles for us.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you, Rivka. We continue with Lachuna Ranana, page 12.
Lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, li'Adonai. Lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, li'Adonai. Nariya, nariya, letzu yishenu, kadma pavna betoda. Nariya, nariya, letzu yishenu, izmorat nariyano. Lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, li'Adonai. Lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, lechuna ranina, li'Adonai. lehuna ranana, lehuna ranana, le'adonai.
Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Are you up for it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Gotta go up a capo.
Page 13.
It's more suspect. Yeah, it's pretty close.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ומונחת בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבר, עלי היגיון בחילות. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנה. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון.
So good to have you back. So rousing and lively.
I love that version.
That's a great one. Our Kabbalah Shabbat continues, page 20 and 21. In just a moment,
Better.
we greet the Sabbath bride, Lech Dodi.
Like you do. Well, the best we can.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shabbat nekabela, Shamor v'zakor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, Leshem u'tiferet ve'letila. Lecha dodi dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'melcha, ki hi mekor ha'bracha, merosh mekedem nesucha, soch ma'aseh v'ch ma'ash v'tchila. Lecha dodi dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Bo'e v'shalom, verse 9 at the bottom of page 21, and we rise and face the back of the sanctuary to welcome the Sabbath bride.
בואי ושלום עטרת כלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated. Shalom Alechem, page 24.
Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharim, Malachei Elyon. Ni Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Mahei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nishalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Mahei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Mahei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Page 26. Yitgadol v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, ve'amad yivrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv ve'immeru. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam olam me'amaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, v'yitbar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, Shemei Kedusha. Le'ela min kol berchata, ve'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tamiran be'ama ve'immeru. We stay standing or we rise if we haven't already for our call to prayer, Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach, page 28.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la
Please be seated. Please turn to page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain of the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
Baruch atah Adonai hama'arim aravim. El Chai v'kayam tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'arim aravim. Do you want to play Avad Olam, or should we read it?
I like that one.
We could read it.
Yeah, I can play it.
Okay.
Because it's pretty and everybody likes a pretty song.
And we haven't had a chance to hear it, because you haven't been here. Ahavat Olam, please join Josh in singing, page 32. That means you get to sing too. You can do it. Okay, if anybody doesn't know, this is 12-string Shabbat, and it's really difficult to keep a 12-string guitar.
It's more of an adventure.
It's really a
that's for sure.
6-string, but it's got 12 strings on it. It's hard to keep it in tune.
Best you got, baby. Here we go. Let's try it. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amech ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, u'timu mishtabatim, otanu lemadeta, otanu lemadeta. Haken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachmenu, u'komenu nasiach v'kukeach. V'nizmach v'divrei Toratecha, u'v'tzmotecha le'olam va'ed. Kikeinu, Adonai Yameinu, Ovanem negem no yom v'layla, negem yom v'layla. V'yahavtal tasir, u'minu le'lamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael.
Please turn the page and join me in the Shabbat.
Shema.
Shema.
What does my finger say? Yeah. And I put the capo on. And the Shema shall happen.
We'll sing it nice and loud.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. Please turn the page and join us in the Via Hafta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך ובביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. אמת.
Please turn to page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to the promised passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands marching together.
And we continue with our freedom song, Micha Mocha, page 40.
Ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la. Mi kamocha balim Adonai, mi kamocha nerda bakodesh, Torah techilot osef eleh. Torah tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha rahu ve'anecha chokei olam lifnei Moshe. Zeli anu ve'ameru, zeli anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch ve'olam ba'ed. Adonai yimloch ve'olam ba'ed. Hi kamocha balim Adonai, hi kamocha nerda bakodesh, Torah tehilot osef eleh, Torah tehilot osef eleh. Ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la.
We continue on page 42, Hashki Venu. Our prayer for lying down in peace.
It's a little tweaky here, little tweaky there. Almost same chord progression. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Amideinu Shomreinu L'chayim. Ros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us all from harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning light. Teach us, God, all wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
And we rise for our tefillah, page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftach upi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot, V'Imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atarav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Veropet Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishene Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Givurot, Umidom Eloch, Nemit Umechayeh, Umatzbiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim bechol yom, Yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el silently through page 62.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech hadon leho hashalom. Atahu melech hadon levo hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. V'tov b'necha Yivarech et Amcha Yisrael b'choer u'b'chosha b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
Our travels in the book of Genesis continue this week. Lech Lecha, when Abram, he's still called Abram, he's not yet Avraham, is given a very special commandment from Adonai, and we'll hear more about that during our Torah reading. And Noah Telford will come and take the Torah out of the ark as we rise, page 244, Seder Kriyat HaTorah. Ein kamocha ba'Elohim Adonai, v'yein kema'asecha, malachutecha, malachut
Go'amim u'meshatecha b'chol dor va'ador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
Mitzion Tetzeh Torah, Ki Mitzion Tetzeh Torah, Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael B'kedushato, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai Iti, Uneromemav Shemo Yachdav. Adonai Hagedula, Behagebura, Behatiferet, Behanetzach, Behaod, Kiko Bashamayim Bevaretz, Kiko Bashamayim Bevaretz, Adonai Hamlacha, Nami Naseh Lehol Erosh, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam Haolam Amen. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam Haolam Amen. Al HaTorah Ya'avodah Ya'gimelu Chasadim, Al HaTorah Ya'avodah Ya'gimelu Chasadim.
Please be seated. The call of Abraham. Thank you, Neely. Jeff Siegel will be reading tonight verses 1 through 5 in chapter 12. It can be found on page 91 in the Plout. And Noah Telford will give us the honor of the Aliyah.
Let's see where we're at.
Yamo Noach ben Elimelech v'yambara levarech et haTorah.
Baruchu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Ambarach Leolam Vahed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai El Avram, Lech lecha me'artzcha u'mimoladtecha u'mibeit avicha el haaretz asher arecha ve'escha legoy gadol ve'avarchecha ve'agadla shemecha ve'ye beracha ve'avarcha mevarchecha u'mekalelecha aor v'nivrechu v'cha kol mishpachot ha'adama vayelech Avram ka'asher diber elav Adonai vayelech ito Lot Avram ben chamesh shanim v'shev'im shana v'tzeito mecharan v'yikach Avram et Sarai ishto ve'et Lot ben achiv
ve'et kol rechusham asher rachashu ve'et hanefesh asher asu v'charan vayetzu lalechet arza Canaan ve'yavohu arza Canaan ve'yavor Avram ba'eretz ad makom shechem ad elyon moreh hakanani az ba'aretz.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah temet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Very good.
Beautiful job. Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lovely. We pause in front of the open Torah to offer prayers of healing, mishaberach, to all those in need of healing this evening. We pray for healing of body and soul, of mind and well-being. You may share a name or think of one in your heart.
Carla Wolf, Dolores Rosa, Sarah Siegel, Maxine Grauber.
Sylvia Seaton. And Bari Tolliver. And we join together, mishaberach.
Mishaberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
I call forth our Hagba.
Hardest working man.
Ya'amod, Hagba. Jeff Siegel will lift the Torah, and he will be teaching Noah Telford, so we will have another Hagba in our congregation very soon.
Part of his
And
conditioning.
we rise.
V'zot ha'Torah asher Moshe b'nei Yisrael v'hi Adonai b'yad Moshe.
It's not in here or something? You want me to play?
It's ha'imim le'mahazikim ba v'tomecheha ve'usha v'racheha darchei Noah echov dinotecha Shalom. Amenu kekedem.
The Eternal One said to Avram, "Go forth from your land, your birthplace, your father's house, to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and it shall be a blessing." In this week's Parsha, Lech Lecha, we read a similar imperative to find purpose in life, to listen to and live as your true self. The command to Avram, Lech Lecha, comes from the voice of God, a voice that Avram, like many of us, hears in his conscience. It's not a voice that can only be experienced on a mountaintop or coming from a ray of light descending from the heavens. No, it's a voice that echoes in the corners of our minds and is loudest when we stop to listen. But as always, there is background music. The voice challenges each one of us to consider, is this who I am meant to be? Is this what I am called to do? Is this the purpose for which I was created? Those are the words of Rabbi Dan Moskovitz. But I myself gave a talk on empowerment to the sisterhood in Jacksonville, Florida, my pulpit there over 10 years ago. In the talk, I focused on my spiritual journey of becoming a cantor and all that it entailed. And I drew inspiration from an article I had read a long time ago by Aidan Steinsaltz. He's the author of the English translation of the Talmud. And the article was not about God's command to Avram, but it was about the Shema. The Shema is similar. We are commanded, "Hear, O Israel." This is a moment when we slow down to chant this prayer. We slow down in order to take it all in. And like Avram, we cannot hear a voice if that voice is drowned out by the noise of our everyday lives, the traffic, the cell phone, the TV, etc. Steinsaltz called this the voice of Rome, the voice of the big city. And he compared that loud voice to the kol demama daka, the small voice in the desert. We cannot hear that voice at all if we don't pause and make a place to hear it. Rabbi Steinsaltz also talked about the bat kol, the daughter of the voice of the prophet, the voice of a calling, a career choice, a large decision in our lives that may be so distant and far away, we have to strain to hear it. The daughter of the voice is that voice removed. It's another generation removed. It's another place removed. How can we be sure that we hear it? How can we know the road not taken was the correct path? When asked about the decision to become a cantor, you have all probably heard me say at least once that I tried not to become a cantor, that my story is about one of, I'm not quite running away, but definitely trying to hide. I didn't want to go back to school for another 4 years. I didn't want to live in Jerusalem. I didn't want to learn Hebrew, Neely. As an adult, it was very, very difficult. I wanted to be a professional singer when I was younger. But when I was young, I'll never forget the words of my grandmother who said, as she was being interviewed, "What is the meaning of life?" And she answered, "It is our duty to discover our purpose and live up to it and be the best that we can." What if for some of us, we do not quite know what that purpose is? What if you think your gift is very small? It doesn't matter. You need to try to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And that goes for you, Neely. And that goes for you, Noah, and everybody here tonight, to be the best version of ourselves, to cut ourselves slack, and to find out where our future path lies. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I want to live, not merely survive, and I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. The dream that I see makes me what I am. That faraway prize, a world of success, is waiting for me if I heed the call. I won't settle down, won't settle for less. As long as there's a chance that I can have it all, I'll go it alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free. I've gotta be free, daring to try to do it or die. I've gotta be me. I'll go it alone, that's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. Sammy Davis Jr. Ahava Shalom. And we have some announcements in the life of our congregation. Things are coming up. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us, and an apology right off the bat to those of you to whom I gave the program for tonight, except it's next week's program. I don't really have no idea where this week's is. Well, oh, okay, so because I have the wrong one. So if you have the wrong one, if you wouldn't mind putting it back so we can use it next week. They're used, but, okay, a little story. You may see the connection to this week's parsha, or maybe not, but I'll explain it anyway. So, a man named Chaim was on a tour of San Francisco. He was rather fascinated by a sign in Chinatown, which read, Reb Yankel Dudek's Chinese Laundry. He asked the old Chinese man standing at the door, Yankel Dudek? What sort of a name is that? His name of owner, replied the old man. Me. You? How did that happen? It's simple. Many, many years ago, when come to this country, stand in line at documentation center. Man in front is Jewish man from Poland. Lady look at him and go, what your name? He say, Reb Yankel Dudek. Then she look at me and go, what your name? I say, Sem Ting. It might be even funnier when you see it. Sem Ting is spelled S-E-M-T-I-N-G. It's this Chinese name. So the connection is that Avram in the night's parsha becomes Avraham. He gets his new name a different way, as you know. But you also know that there are many, many people who came to this country and got new names by accident. So the name on the back of the correct program says, thank you to Rebecca for our own egg. Looks beautiful from here. Thank you. However, in looking at next week's, I realized what it says, which is correct. Thank you to, sort of, Thank you to a member for sponsoring our Shabbat Oneg. The reason for that is the person who was assigned next week is apparently no longer a member, which means I'm looking for a volunteer. So if anybody could do next week with our small group, it doesn't have to be fancy. So see me at Oneg if you could do it. I'm only subbing in case of death or illness, so if you want me to do your Oneg, you gotta die first. Okay, the big event coming up a week from tomorrow is the Sisterhood Annual Lunch. Which I don't think we even had it all last year, did we? I don't think we had anything. It's on Saturday, the 23rd. Yeah, I said next week. Yeah, I did say next week. Just to remind you, you're supposed to make reservations, and of course, it does say on the invitation that everybody should have gotten email or snail mail. Everybody's welcome. But please RSVP. I'm sorry? Was there a question? The same as it always is. Macaroni salad, tuna salad, green salad, rolls. I don't know if there's bagels. Anyway, it's basically the same menu every year. And I'm sure there'll be some goodies.
This is the first time you're opening it up, though, right? It's not just...
No, it's been open because the speaker is the mayor, and so we thought other people might like to meet the mayor and hear her. Other than that, for our regular events, the Torah study tomorrow at 10:30 on Zoom, and I think the baby service is next week.
Basic Judaism starts on Monday at 4. Basic Judaism.
Oh, yeah, that's not on the list here, is it? Basic Judaism class, Monday at 4 o'clock. Here.
Yes.
Is it on Zoom?
I'm going to do both.
Oh, it's on both, okay. It's both. So if you want to see what's going on, even if you're not really joining the class, you can sneak a peek. See what's happening.
Next Friday, the little family.
Yeah, the next week is what we call the baby service, some of us do, at 4:45. And thank you for Josh
Thank you, Josh, and thank you.
and Neely. I think Neely has an ulterior motive for showing up. Are we planning a bat mitzvah?
We're hoping. We'll see.
Have you got a date yet? No date, okay.
About a year.
Okay, we'll be hearing about that later.
She's birthday this month coming up, so you're on pairs. 8 days. This time next year.
Okay.
Can we embarrass her and sing happy birthday to her?
Ready?
Yom Halelet Sameach, Yom Halelet Sameach, Yom Halelet Sameach, Yom Halelet Sameach.
Happy birthday almost.
Happy almost birthday, Neely.
And they're all teenagers, then the dream is.
This is the father of 3 teenagers.
Yay!
So, all of them.
Happy dance.
Neely, would you please open the ark for us? We will continue with the Lenu, page 282, and we rise.
Aleinu leshabeach le'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzir bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo sam כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר באדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
It's okay. Thank you. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts and in our temple family. This evening, we are remembering the yahrzeits of Eva Lee Britt Patterson Roddick, Madeline H. Glazer, Gussie Cafton, Louis Gross, Shirley Peist, Joseph Grossman, Adeline Cohen, Bertha Grossman, William Siegel, Joseph Lester Barnett, Arthur Rosen. Anyone else who's remembering someone and would like to share a name? We rise together, the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chai echon u'v'yom echon, u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv ve'imru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam l'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha b'richu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. Please be seated, and how fitting to have you here tonight, Neely, as we sing a favorite, Lech on our evening's Torah portion, page 341. This is a beautiful setting by Debbie Friedman, and we wish you Lech on your journey in the next year of teenagedom, and we wish your father much sanity and fortitude and patience on his journey into another year.
Throw some patience mom's way too, that'd be great.
And the mother, of course, yes. Kesley. Lechi lach.
Lechi lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing, Lech. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechila, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lesimchat chayim, lechila. And you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing, lechila.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you so much. That was lovely, Josh.
Good.
Shabbat Shalom.